Okay, I don't know if I'm able to splice that last video with that last video together. If not, this is number 6. Okay. I'm dealing with Moses. So Moses goes getting ready to do the deliverance, right? So he's in the desert. I'm gonna skip ahead a whole lot. He's in the desert and he sees a bush. And the bush is burning, but it is not being consumed. And he said, I gotta step away. I gotta go aside to see what this is all about. And when he got up there to the mountain, upon closer examination, my mind just went to a whole nother, but anyway, upon closer examination, he saw that the bush was burning. He saw that the bush was not being consumed. And he also saw a man in the fire, in the bush. And that man that was in the fire, none other than Hamashiach, spoke to Moses. And from that point on, he's giving him instructions. And Moses, for his own deliverance, but also for the deliverance of the house of Israel, is forced to do something. And one is, he got to do everything Yah tells him. So you remember when he was on the mountain, they put your rod down. If he'd have said, man, come on, I ain't putting my rod down here. Is that a matter of salvation? You see how dumb that sounds? I heard the cries of people, and I'm come to deliver them. Now, I'm going to use you, though. Throw that rod on the ground. I can hear Moses. If he was one of these modern day so-called preachers, he'd have been like, throw my rod. Is that a matter of salvation? Hey, man, take your shoes off. The ground you stand on is holy ground. First of all, before you come tell me what to do with my physical attire, my clothes, I bought these shoes. I made these shoes. See that? How dumb that is? Why? Look, there's stickers on this ground. The ground is hot. The fire been burning up here all day. What do shoes got to do with salvation? Is it a matter of salvation if I take my shoes off and leave my shoes on? What difference do it make? You see how dumb that sounds? When Yah said, take your shoes off, guess what? Take them off. It is a matter of salvation. Because if you say, no, I'm not taking my shoes off, Negro, you ain't getting saved. You're not being delivered. So if you want to break it down and say, wow, man, he petty. No, he's not. It's instructions. He's Yah. He does what he want to do. You petty. You the one with the problem. You the one always got something to say, not him. He telling you, take your shoes off. So you know what? Just take your shoes off. Instead of arguing, just take your shoes off. You're on holy ground. He did the miracle with put your hand in your bosom. Pull it out. It turned white. And you white people trying to explain that verse away, you're going to hell for that too. You can't add to the Bible and take away from it. I've been telling y'all that now for almost 30 years. His hand was brown, that's obvious. It turned white. When he put it back in, it turned back like the rest of his other flesh, which was what? Not white. So he's not white. He's not white that turned white and then went back white. He is a normal color skin tone who turns white and then back brown or whatever. We are back into a shade of brown or a shade of readiness. But what if he'd have said, no, I'm not doing that. Put my hand in my... I thought you was going to tell me to do something big. Man, I'm not doing that. Is that a matter of salvation? Do I have to do that? Is that a matter of salvation? You see how stupid that sounds the more I bring it up? And you know I can do this for the rest of the whole story because I know that story almost chapter by heart. I can do it for the whole story. On the way, remember, after he met Aaron, remember he told Most High, I can't talk. Well, he was like, oh boy. Moses, you something else. Don't worry about all that. Your brother's coming, and I'll have him be a mount. But I already know I made your mount. I know you can talk, Moses, but I get it. So they started going back toward Egypt, and Yah was about to kill Moses. You remember that? Why? And we don't even know why until Moses can breathe again. Yahushua is choking Moses out. And then his wife hurried up and got the knife and circumcised his baby boy. She hurried up and got the knife. Yah was going to kill Moses. Now I know what you're saying. You think Moses would have said, man, circumcision, is that a matter of salvation? Circumcising my little boy, that's a matter of salvation? Really? Salvation? Because you don't know what salvation means. When it comes to deliverance, whatever he tells you to do, that's what you gotta do. You don't question that, you just do it. Why you didn't circumcise your little boy? Then you wouldn't have had to get it put in a chokehold and almost killed. I could do this too. I could go way too long with Moses. I think I went long enough to get my point across, though. Yes, if you ask me the question, I'm going to tell you. I'm telling the whole world. Whatever Yah says in the Torah for us to do is a matter of salvation. Yes, that's my answer to you. It's a matter of our deliverance. All right, I'll give you another one. So, we know we had all those plagues that came upon Egypt. It's all in the Bible, one at a time. When we get to the last one, he says, now, I need you tonight, it's going to be a little different. I need you to go to every house tonight. Okay, and what I'm going to do? You tell every house to get a lamb. And if the house is too small, you can get 2 houses together. And then they can share it so that we don't waste, because that's not our people. We don't do that whole wasting thing. He said, but you're going to kill that lamb tonight. And what you're going to do is, you're going to take bunches of hyssop. And you're going to take a pole. And you're going to dip that hyssop in that blood. And then you're going to put the blood on the doorpost. The death angel coming. Y'all better not go outside. Ain't gonna sit under no shade trees. Ain't no playing no big wizard night. You ain't gonna be slapping no bones. You ain't gonna be doing no funky chicken. You ain't gonna be playing no James Brown tonight. Everybody in the house, eat standing up. Put your shoes on your feet. Be ready to go. Can you imagine? Wait a minute. First of all, I want to say that Moses, that's how they talk to me. So I know they was talking to Moses. Like, Moses. So first of all, I'm vegan. So that whole killing the animal and the blood and all that, I'm vegan. Can we go out and get some grapes and just act like it? Can we just get some grapes and just smash some red grapes and then we can use grapes for the door post? I mean, come on now. Is that really a matter of salvation? Can you imagine that? Can you imagine somebody saying that on the night of their deliverance? Because they don't understand. To them, it's just an animal. And what does that mean? This is a matter of salvation. Zion, you got it. If you understand what Maury's saying. And it's helping you. Hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel. Support this work. We are helping. This, believe it or not, these messages are not only encouraging the house of Israel, these messages encouraging the whole world. The world is starting to wake up to the truth now. And having a resource like this available that is being used to break through the pseudo-religionists and the stupidity and the ignorance surrounding the truth of Torah. The ability to have a resource that's helping people do that is very valuable in such a time as this. So support the work, and we're going to continue to support the work, and we're going to continue to support you. Like the video, share, and do understand something. Oh yes, when it comes to our deliverance, everything that Yah has said to us to do, it is a matter of our salvation. Shalom.